what your obstacles have been, what you've learned. We'll keep that private. But just for anybody else who's going to pop on the call, is there anything that you want to say so far about how it's going, Debbie?
It's going well. So I found out last night I signed up, I scheduled all my full 3 weeks of classes. But I found out last night that I was a little eager when I did that. So
yeah.
So I'm going to back off. I'm going tonight to the 620 attack class.
Mm-hmm.
Last night I did Vive. But tomorrow I'm going to back off the CX class because I think that'll be a little too much.
Okay. I'm just pulling up here. And Debbie, remind me what your activity has been up until like the last 6 months.
Pretty stagnant.
Okay. So typical, like you're probably pretty sore today, right?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, but I see that you did go through and you, I love how you planned out. So those of you who are just kind of tuning in. So what Debbie did is she actually went through and scheduled out herself for the next 3 weeks, the classes that are going to work with her schedule. And that's a really great way to do it, Debbie, because it's going to keep you, it's like the appointment you're scheduling for yourself, right? So it's, as long as you got it on your calendar, then you're going to be there. So that's awesome. Yep. That you're doing that. So, but yeah, so Body Attack. So that's another cardio class. High impact cardio with low impact options. It is a full hour. My goal for you would be to get through 20 minutes of it. And
okay.
That's what we call the Smart Start program. So it's we have some people that are doing the program very actively, but if you're just doing it passively, it basically means that you start to integrate frequency over intensity. So what we want to do is get in and doing Body Vive and Body Attack and doing that more frequently. Like, how do you fit that into your schedule, especially if you haven't been doing anything for a while? So how you fit that into your schedule and what does that look like? And it makes it a lot easier because you're only taking it in little small doses versus tackling an entire 60-minute can seem very daunting, especially if you're coming into class today kind of sore from yesterday's class. So it's just about giving yourself permission to be like, okay, 20 minutes, that's good. It's better than no minutes. If you're feeling good, you're by all means stay, as long as you feel good, but don't feel like you are locked in that room. All right.
Okay.
Yep. You totally have permission to leave, to back off. There's going to be all sorts of people in there doing many different variations, many different options. Jenny, the instructor, is fantastic, and she will be showing you, we usually start with a higher impact move in Body Attack, and then they'll bring it into a lower impact move. But if you just kind of look around the room, you'll notice that there's people of all different fitness levels, and all, doing all whatever works for them at that moment.
Okay.
Do you have any questions about the class before you jump in and take it?
No, I don't think so. Other than I just wanted to understand the options, and I think, don't all the classes pretty much have the same type of options?
Yeah, they're going to be really, really similar as you go. Yeah, they'll be very similar. You'll notice a lot of similarities in cueing between Body Vive and Body Attack because the body movement will be a lot the same.
Okay.
But yet, Body Vive and they're different workouts. So there's similarities, but there's also differences. Just like there will be similarities in the cueing between a Body Attack class and a Body Step class. Very similar, but you're working with an obstacle when you take a Body Step class. You'll notice, and you'll notice a lot of the same cues in CX that you do in Body Vive when you get to using, because CX is all with the resistance bands and plates. Similar, so a lot of similar stuff that we do in the strength part of Body Vive. So there's a little crossover in there. So each class you can kind of segue one into the next and be very comfortable with what your options are going to be.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The goal is you want to push yourself, right? You want to get results, but we don't want anybody to injure themselves either, or to get burned out. That's kind of when we can jump in, with 2 feet, and then all of a sudden we're sore for a week. We miss out for 3 days, and I'd rather have a little bit of soreness and more frequency than jump in and hit it really hard and then be, oh my gosh, that was way too much, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yep. And you took Advil. Was that for the caffeine headache?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh. I was very surprised.
Yeah. Sorry, you cut out a little bit.
That just messed me up too much.
Yeah. Yeah, the caffeine headache can be pretty severe. It's you kind of go like, man, it's hard to believe I was that addicted to that.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's probably a lot of sugar withdrawal too. So it's that on top of the caffeine. So,
okay.
But taking the Advil, you're not going to derail yourself by any means. I mean, you have to be able to do your job. I mean, you have to be able to, concentrate and, be productive during the day. If that's what you need, then that's what you need. You're not going to make or break your results, if that makes sense.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. I think you will find that as, the days go on, it will get easier and will get better. And you won't need, Advil. And try to take just a lot more water. How's your water intake?
I got about 3/4 of what I should have gotten in yesterday, and
Okay.
I'm about at the same spot right now.
Okay.
So I should be able to get in everything today.
Awesome. Especially if you're coming in to work out, you for sure will. Drink plenty of water during your class, and you'll be good. And are you set up in MyFitnessPal?
Yeah.
You are? Okay, great.
So I thought I invited.
You may have.
Yeah, I thought I invited you. Yeah, okay.
Oh, yep, there you are. I got it. There it is. Boom. Got it. Okay, so as long as you're on the phone, what I was going to do next, once I got any of your questions answered, you were the only one that submitted something, so there's nobody else that has anything today, but we'll see what happens come Friday. But what I'm going to do is I'll do a little screen video on what you can do with MyFitnessPal. I actually think I might have one already that I can just share. Just kind of some shortcuts and tips and tricks with, I call it MyFitnessPal 101. But since you're driving, you can't watch it anyway, so I'll just post it to the page.
Okay.
All right.
You.
Yeah, you bet. So I will not be here when you come to class tonight. I'm actually going to be taking off in the next couple of minutes here. But as long as you don't have any other questions, you good?
No, I'm good. Thank
Awesome.
you so much.
Yeah, you bet. So, so just enjoy class tonight. Let me know how it goes. Any feedback that you have is really great. But like I said, Jenny is a fantastic instructor, and she'll be with you the whole way. And there'll be many, many different fitness levels in your class. So it's definitely for everybody.
Okay, great.
All right, Debbie. Well, if you have any other questions, feel free to pop them up to me. Otherwise, keep going strong, and let me know how class goes tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You bet, Debbie. Have a good evening. Bye.
You too. Bye-bye.